Black Stars head coach Otto Addo is assuring Ghanaians that his team is ready and prepared to win against Chad in the 2026 World Cup Qualifiers later today. The Black Stars could go to top of Group 1 with a win. Otto Addo spoke when Parliament's Youth and Sports Committee paid the senior national team a visit.
We're really happy for that. This is the support for everyone to feel in a good environment, to give their best and then to win. And I'm very sure that we don't disappoint you. And we've been doing well in the training. They prepared well. I'm very happy to have the squads here. The way they train, the way they move together, they stick together, the way they discuss things now. And yeah, I'm really positive about tomorrow. Thank you once again. Like I said, we don't take it for granted, Sports Minister, that you come in every day to support us, to watch us. Thank you very much, the members of Parliament, and we'll meet in future and we'll make you proud.
We can now hear from Chairman and Ranking Member on Parliament's Youth and Sports Committee, Ernest Nogbe and Ekosifwa, respectively.
We are happy to be here first and foremost, and to add my voice to the Chairman to congratulate you on your nomination to be part of this team. My words will be very few. If it is about money, I know that most of you won't be here. But I know that it is the love for your country, the patriotism aspect of raising the flag of Ghana high. It is on that basis that most of you are here. I can only plead and urge you that as professionals, concentration is very key, especially for that 90 minutes. If we lose just 2 minutes or even a minute of concentration, we may have a problem.
You will see the 39 million Ghanaians in the stadium, the 278 MPs, 278 constituencies. Members of those constituencies will be at the stadium to cheer you. We know Ghana is a football-loving country, and we are all yearning to go to US, Mexico, and then Canada next year. We want to play the final in US, yes, which we are very much hopeful. Yes, we are playing finals in the US. So we are here in the name of Ghana. We are here in the name of our constituents and the constituencies to motivate you and say that we are behind you solidly. Put everything behind. Teamwork is most critical thing. And if Ghana is behind you, the spirit of the nation is behind you, I'm not sure you will falter on this pitch. And I know by the end of the day, on tomorrow, by the end of the day, you will come victorious.
I'll now take you to the Accra Sports Stadium, where Muftau Nabela is on standby to bring us update in preparation. Muftau, what's happening in the Accra Sports Stadium or the Accra Sports Stadium currently?
Well, currently they are putting final touches at the Accra Sports Stadium ahead of the game that is kicking up at 7 p.m. later today. Right behind me, as you can see, just a few meters away from me, some workers are currently there to ensure that the place is in the right shape to host the game. The playing surface is quite pristine. This is a facility over the years. People have raised questions about the pitch. But what I'm currently saying, what Otto Addo himself has seen and spoken about, clearly suggests that the National Sports Authority has done some incredible job to put the pitch in a very good shape. One thing that caught my attention, just right behind me here, I can see some notable tourist attraction centers in the country. First is the Independence Square Arc, then followed by the Larabanga Mosque. The Larabanga Mosque is just right behind me here. There's also the Cape Coast Castle, and there is a flag in the middle, just around where the scoreboard is. It has the picture of the president in the middle, surrounded by the footballers. And there's some interesting aspect of it. There's the National Sports Authority logo in there. There is Cocoa Board, and there's the Driver's Licensing Authority. So my interest picked to ask the question, why Cocoa Board and National Driver's and Licensing Authority? Could it be a partnership that they have with the Ghana Football Association, and that maybe some money is coming in? Because in a FIFA-sanctioned competitions like this, you must have some kind of relationship with a member federation of FIFA before you are allowed to have your banner there. And also, just a few meters away from that is a banner of the National Tourism Authority. Then there is one here which has is this Visit Ghana, Wewuli National Forest. So these are some of the interesting things that I've seen. But if you see the paneling as well, clearly suggests that maybe there's some good money here that the Black Stars has been able to attract from corporate Ghana. So I can clearly tell you that the Accra Sports Stadium is in shape. The branding, the pitch paneling, everything it has been done. Awaiting kickoff, that will happen at 7 p.m. tonight.
That looks good. Now, beyond the walls, outside of it, is there any momentum gathering?
Yes, just outside the stadium, especially where the tickets are often sold, people are there selling paraphernalia. So clearly, the business community has gotten excited about the fact that the Black Stars is in action later today, and it gives them an opportunity to also make something. There are also caterers who have been given opportunity to set up outside the stadium and even inside the stadium so they can sell food to fans who will be here to throw their weight behind the senior national team. Because the kickoff of the game is about 7 p.m., many people are actually not around the stadium yet. Mostly it is the security and those who are selling their paraphernalia and the caterers who are currently here, and media men who are also here to pick their accreditation sacks. So the atmosphere outside is not that huge yet. Hopefully, by 4 5 p.m., when we are back here, we have a very clear picture about the numbers that are likely to patronize this game. The last game against Niger, many people were here, and you can clearly tell that the stadium was basically empty. This is a facility that's about 40,000 spectators. They are going to sell a little over 30,000 of those tickets, but we can only have a clear picture of how many people are going to grace this game latest by 5 6 p.m.
But what does this game really mean to the Black Stars themselves?
It's a massive game. This is a game, first of all, to redeem themselves following their failure to win a single game during the African Cup of Nations Qualifiers 2025. And this serves as an opportunity for them to win the game and bring back the support. As you heard the president mention just a few days ago, Ghanaians haven't given up on them. They are only disappointed about the fact that they've not been able to win a single game in the last 8 or 9 months. So for them to be able to win the trust of Ghanaians, for them to be able to get Ghanaians to throw their weight behind them, it is important that they win this game. And guess what? That team that the Black Stars shares the group, the top of the table with Madagascar, won their game just a few days ago. So clearly, if the Black Stars wants to enhance their chances of staying in the race to qualify to the FIFA World Cup, they must win this game later tonight.
Mukhtar, but what is the mood like in the camp? I mean, Jordan is the captain. He's leading the pack today. What's the mood like?
I recall just a few days ago when Joy Sports, or a few weeks ago when Joy Sports reported that Jordan Ayew was going to be the captain of the Black Stars. Many people had concerns, and there was even some level of uncertainty. But as usual, when Joy Sports reports, they are factual. One of the things I can say with all certainty is the fact that Jordan Ayew is seen as a perfect person to lead this group. His conversations with the boys so far has been quite great. Every leader has got his approach. And I think that what many people have actually told me about the kind of leadership Jordan Ayew is bringing to the team is to bridge the gap of communication that exists in this team. It will interest you to know that many of these footballers, despite playing in the same team, have gone over a year or two without speaking to each other. That is a gap Jordan Ayew is trying to bridge and ensure that there's some level of chemistry within the group that will raise the atmosphere for them to come together collectively as a unit and compete and represent the country. So far, what I've personally witnessed is the fact that there's a certain level of excitement within the group and some level of optimism so that they can come out here, win, and redeem themselves so that Ghanaians will throw their weight behind them to ensure they qualify to the World Cup. Many people often say that qualifying to the World Cup should be a national agenda because the massive opportunities that it will create for many of us who want to go to Canada, USA, and Mexico is one of a kind.
But Mukhtar, let's talk about Chad. Chad as a team, is this some team we should be afraid of?
Usually, if you take a look at the Chad team, in the last couple of years, they haven't been up there. But
okay.
we also Comoros. Comoros were never up there, but they've beaten Ghana back to back. Niger were never up there. They came here on November 18, 2024, if my memory is right. They defeated Ghana by 2-1. So this kind of results actually gives opponents confidence that when we are coming up against the Black Stars of Ghana, we equally stand a chance.
Right.
But I'm not too convinced about the kind of performance so far witnessed by many of us who have followed the charge team. And I think that the Black Stars are in a better place to be able to win. However, as the president said, before you sit down to watch, make sure you eat, because anything can happen in a game of football.
Well, I definitely will eat. You won't eat because you're fasting, but I and the team over here will definitely eat and then wait for that. But finally, before I let you go, Muftau, so the constitution of the team, though, have we had any challenges of who was supposed to be on the bill and who is not supposed to be there and they're there?
No, currently nothing of that sort. All the players who have been called up are in camp, awaiting kickoff. That will be happening later tonight. The decision of Otuado on who plays and who sits on the bench, that is yet to come. I'm sure most definitely by 11 to noon, we should have an idea about who are likely to play, because usually they will have their breakfast around that time. And that is where mostly the team news is often communicated to the players. So I'm sure by that time, if we have our ears in camp, we should be able to get something about who is going to do what during the game later tonight.
Well, what's your prediction?
Maybe 5-0 for Ghana. I remember the last time Ghana went all the way up to Chad. We went and gave them a very good hiding. So I'm hoping that today too will be a very good hiding. I can see the surprise.
Of course. You say 1-0, but you said I will go 5-0. Well,
about 5 will be a very good outcome.
But so that will make up for all the losses. I think I agree with you, and I'm with you with that.
It cannot make up for all the losses. Failure to qualify for the AFCON is a crime that has been committed against Ghanaians. Right. Because for a little over 2 decades, Ghana consistently participated at the African Cup, made it to the semi-final. In fact, semi-final was always a given whenever Ghana participated. And to the last 5-6 years, when the team has crashed out at the group stages of the competition. So failure to qualify is actually sacrilegious. And a win today cannot atone for the sins of the team of failing to qualify to the African Cup of Nations. They just need to win and bring back the support of many Ghanaians so that they can give them that support to help them qualify to the FIFA World Cup in USA, Mexico, and then Canada.
Well, I was hoping that maybe the 10% tax would have gone on a bet. But, well, thank you so much, Muftau, for bringing us a report from the Accra Sports Stadium.